Welcome to AM, Ambitious Minds.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ambitious Mind. We are here today with Ruby. She is a founder of Spotlight and she is here today to share her stories with us. If you're an actor or if you're interested in film industry, this episode is for you. So Ruby, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So hi everyone, my name is Ruby. I'm a second-year computer science student at Queen's University, and I run a program called Spotlight, which aims to connect student actors and filmmakers to help them make their first debut into the industry.
That's amazing. So how did you come up with this idea?
So it actually started last year. I was doing an online audition for a role, and I got an offer, and I was super excited. And it turned out to be a scam. But as I was talking to more actors, I realized that this was like a really common theme in the industry. A lot of actors actually face this issue, or they have to pay really expensive fees for an agency. And I thought, like, hey, maybe there's an easier way to do this and I can help out. And so that's kind of where the idea of Spotlight came about. I kind of started working on it 3 months ago with a mentor and just like slowly developing it throughout the summer.
Okay, that's amazing. So you had this passion for being an actor, and then you found a need and then made this Spotlight.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about the challenges that you faced so far?
Yeah, so we made a lot of pivots throughout like the 3 months. So originally it first started as I would act as an agency and connect student actors to filmmakers. And then it slowly kind of transitioned to we're currently building a platform to have AI do it for us. So they would do the matching through like tag matching. And we were also had a big challenge of figuring out what our monetization strategy should be, because we work with student actors and students that are broke. And so a lot of them didn't want to pay for a platform. And so we had to kind of figure out like, how could we make money? Because it's a marketplace, right? And so we decided to target the filmmakers. So we would take like a transaction fee off of them and make some money based off of that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so what's your long-term goals for Spotlight?
Yeah, so currently we have 3 films that are going to premiere next February, and around like 15 actors on the wait list. So that's like super exciting. 3 films in like 3 months is kind of really fast. And so long term, we're hoping to maybe pair up with some unions who have access to a lot of actors, like thousands of actors, some big film festivals like maybe TIFF. We're currently in partnership with Kingston Canadian Film Festival, which is kind of like TIFF but Kingston version. And so that is super exciting. That's kind of how we got all of our films so far. And so yeah, there's also one in Ottawa that we're eyeing, maybe Vancouver. So long term, get more actors, more filmmakers, and maybe some partnerships with film festivals.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for
Thank you.
To start every business, you need to identify and secure some resources such as team members or finance. So how did that go for you?
Yeah, so in terms of like team, all of my team is in computer science, so that was kind of another issue we faced because, none of us had a lot of acting experience other than me and maybe my co-founder a little bit. And so we really had to like expand outside and like talk to a lot of actors, especially because we're in computer science. And like our market is so niche. We had to like find resources outside of like just us, right? So I would spend a lot of time in the Isabel Bader Center just like interviewing people. And that's how I got like kind of my market research done. But yeah, like going back in terms of team, my co-founder is actually someone I've been planning on working on a project with for a long time. We kind of bounced ideas back and forth for a really long time. And then the other people on my team are just people that I met in my program that I was like, you would be a great fit for this role. And so that's kind of how my team came about. In terms of like finances, we do have funding from the DDQIC, and that just came from like pure application. Like we one day saw it on Instagram. We're like, let's apply for funding. And we had like 2 actors at the time, but it worked out and they gave us some funding, so that was super cool.
And how do you use that funding for?
Yeah, you know what, right now we are trying to figure that out right now, but our biggest expense is probably like the domain name, the website, building the platform. Other than that, we don't know yet.
Okay. So starting a business always comes up with doubts because like you are not sure if this would work out, if this would not. So how did you overcome that doubt?
Yeah, so I really want to start building like entrepreneurship in first year, and the reason why that first venture never made it out of ideation is because I was so like wrapped around of I need to have this whole entire DI fleshed out, right? Like it needs to be perfect before I launch it, and I think that's like not true. Everyone says the hardest part of like running a business is the first step, like getting started. And I think that's really true. Like you never know how your target audience is gonna react to your product until you go out and you explore and you talk to people. First, talk to people, that's the first step, I think. and just like kind of see, like there's going to be lots of flaws and lots of holes in your plans. You're going to have to pivot a lot of times. Like we pivoted like maybe 4 times in 3 months. You're going to have to pivot a lot. And there's going to be holes that you have to patch up. But I think the best way to go about that is to go and try it out, do like several rounds of like MVPs, see how it works out, see like what feedback you can get. And often like when I did do these market research with people, the problems that I had that I was like, I don't know how to solve this. Other people would be like, hey, have you tried out this? And I was like, that's such a great idea. Like I never thought of that. So I would say just take the first step. It's super scary, but it's so rewarding.
And I'm pretty sure that in university there's a lot of minds like you that you can reach out and find out about them, and like there are a lot of support for you.
100%.
So last question. So what is your advice for students who want to start a business but has doubts or like are hesitant to start it?
Yeah. Well, for me, something that really helped me was getting a community of like really like-minded people. So I started 3 months ago, and at Shopify, they host this program called Builder Sundays. And it's kind of like Socratica, if you've heard of it. There's like Socratica, IDA, kind of the same vibe where basically a bunch of founders get together and they just build on their product. You co-work and then you pitch and demo and you get feedback on it. And that was really, really cool because you kind of get to see people in various stages of building their project, and you get so much insight. Like some people have like established companies and some people are just starting off, and it's super cool to see like all of that. So I would say find a community, and then don't be scared to reach out to people. Like one of the biggest things I did, I think that really launched Spotlight, was in my first week back, in second year computer science, I went to the Broom Factory, which hosts the Kingston Canadian Film Festival, and I pitched my idea to the director. And at the time, I had like literally like one actor who was interested in my idea. And so it was like a crazy thing to be like, hey, like, do you want to partner with me? And you never know where it's going to go, because he said, yeah, like, I think you should pitch to our film program. And so that's what I did. And that's how I got like majority of my filmmakers. And then through like word of mouth, a lot of actors signed up for our platform. We like did like not a lot of marketing. So a lot can come out of just like getting started, talking to a lot of people, just like pitch all the time.
So be ambitious, kinda. So Ruby, do you have any last words for our audience?
Yeah, so if you are a filmmaker or you have connections to the film industry, feel free to connect with us. We would love to work with you. Or if you're an actor and you're just getting started in the industry, feel free to sign up on our waitlist, and we have more opportunities for you in the future.
Thank you guys for listening to our episode. Hope to see you on next episode. Bye.
Bye.